Consistency to continue to grow is a challenge for anybody, right? And so we've been trying to keep our guys consistent with the growth in all phases, the operation, right? That's a big part of it too, the communication and the operation of it, and then how we play with our fundamentals and our finish.
Mario mentioned communication as being one of the areas that this group has maybe shown some more progress than maybe you would expect it at this point in the season. How do you attribute, or what do you attribute that to?
We spend a lot of time talking about it, and we make it very difficult on them at practice with what they, the formations, the adjustments, the sets they get, and we're back there with them, working them through it. We try to show them how to do it. We love them up when they do it right, and if it's not done to the standard, then we're going to let them know immediately, because it is of the utmost importance. If we're not all on the same page and we're not doing a good job, and there's things you have to do to be able to communicate, which is number one, know what you're doing, and number two, you got to be able to understand personnels and formations and what you're going to get.
Got one of the more veteran quarterbacks in this league to prepare for, and I know they're traditionally a run team, but they're really not right now. So what have you seen from him, and what is a more passing-oriented attack this year?
Well, I think the passing attack with the route concepts and the personnel they have, the length at wide receiver, and obviously tight end, they got a whole slew of tight ends that are very capable and very talented. The wide receiver group on the outside, they got guys that can stretch it. They got length on the outside, and then KJ's got a great arm, and he's been in it for a while, so he knows the system. He knows how to operate it. And so, it's going to be a huge challenge for us.
It's kind of the unique challenge of when you're preparing for offensive tackles who might be freshmen, because obviously they're veterans, there's a lot of tape, there's other things, but those are not positions ordinarily. We talked before the season about how when you're on a line, you have to be a really big human. So there's just not a lot of game tape to prepare for freshman tackles.
You know what? I mean, there's more and more every week as we've spoken about, like you referred to. It's just there's more and more freshmen playing these days, and so in the trenches it's less common, but you even start to see it more and more now. More D linemen are playing, more O linemen are playing, and you know what? Those guys are going to battle. They're going to battle, and they've played some really good players, and we fully expect them to come out with a physical mindset on Saturday, and work very hard to establish that run game, and obviously, they've been passing the ball well, so they're going to want to continue to do that.
You mentioned their length at receiver.